So after nearly a decade of coaching, I have found out when it's a great time to hire a coach and why sometimes it just isn't. It's just not the right thing to do. And I know that's not the best sort of business strategy to make that statement, but it's true. Sometimes it's not worth hiring a coach. And in my experience, there are three main reasons when it is not right and you shouldn't hire a coach. So here they are. Think about it. If you're only spending 5% of your time speaking in English or needing to be clear, then why waste all that time and all that money on coaching? I mean, go and look on the internet. You can find tons of tips and tricks and videos and bloggers and YouTube channels and free ebooks and courses on the subject of speech and pronunciation, and there's some great advice out there, most of which is free and most of which is pretty good. So, go and have a look. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of money. Some people live in the moment, and some of us are game planners. We've got a game plan in terms of the next 5 years of our lives or the next 10 years of our lives. And so if the skills that you're looking to develop are only relevant for the next couple of months or the coming year, then maybe it's not so vital that you go out and get a coach. Again, you can go and look online and get some free materials. So, if your game plan involves changing job where speaking isn't such a vital skill, or you're emigrating to another country and you'll be speaking in your first language or in another language, or if you're retiring and it would be fun but it's not essential or not really needed, then keep your money in your bank account and gear up for that big change. Whether it's a friend or a family member or a partner or a well-meaning colleague or a boss, if you're told to do anything, it tends not to excite us. We just feel that some authority figure or some busybody has sort of, put their nose into our business. And worse than that is when we feel that, the company that we're working for has an ethos where it's the done thing, to go and get a coach to work on this thing. And in my experience, it doesn't tend to make people have that desire or that drive to really make change in terms of their speech or pronunciation, because it doesn't come from an authentic place. And it's got to come from a real sense of desire to change your habits, or else it's just something that you haul yourself along to, and it doesn't really excite you or challenge you in that way. There are some times where coaching can be really useful, and it can be the perfect next step to help you in your journey, where you reach out and get someone to hold your hand and walk you through that process. Because sometimes it can feel like you're stuck in a Bermuda Triangle of unclear speech and unclear pronunciation. So here are my 3 reasons why you might go and get a bit of coaching. So you've scoured the internet and you've checked out all of those tips and tricks and downloaded the free ebooks and watched the videos on YouTube and subscribed to those guru-like bloggers, but you're stuck. That you've understood all of those things, but practically, how are you going to move forward? And it may not be that the content of those videos or blog posts or tips or tricks or free ebooks are wrong or misguiding, but it might be that you're just a practical learner, or that you need someone with a bit of experience to really point out what your specific habits are and how you're going to overcome those things so you can really move forward. So in that instance, getting a bit of human help can be very useful. You know, I know this, it's the reason why I got into this profession, because I felt that I had the capacity for something great, but there were certain things that were holding me back from achieving that success. And there's nothing worse, in my opinion, to feel your potential but not know quite how to move into it. And so reaching out and getting a bit of coaching, getting galvanized, getting some support to walk you through that process can be incredibly useful. So that would be a time to reach out. You know, I've helped some incredible people from all walks of life, and the one driver that really gets people moving forward is desire. You know, if you really have that strong desire to make change in yourself and for your life, then that would be a perfect reason to seek that professional expert advice, to get some support and to get a bit of guidance. And it doesn't matter why you're doing it. You know, you might be doing it for professional reasons, to, you know, accelerate your career and get that promotion. It might be that I don't know, that you've just had a child or you've got children and you want to be a better role model in terms of your speaking ability or your pronunciation, you know, or you might be retired or at that point in your life where you're, you know, looking at yourself and wanting to do something for yourself, you know, and really taking some time to reward yourself and give yourself the thing that it is that you want to really do, because it's fun or exciting, or it might be an interesting way to spend your time. So whatever it is, the one driver that really unifies all those people that make a huge amount of progress with the support of a private tutor is having desire and a real willingness to change. So look, if you found that useful and you're not on my website, then head over there. It's EnglishPronunciationRoadmap.com. I've got a blog, I've got a load of videos, I've got some free downloads and some free courses that you can have a look at. You know, why not? Go and check them out, go and download them, see what they're like. You might find them useful. But if you are on my website, then or you're on YouTube, then scroll down right now. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. I don't really mind, just give me some sort of reaction. Leave a comment, and I'll speak to you soon.